We in the mix, baby. Super Bowl like you never seen before.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They done pulled it off, baby. They got the ring. Let me tell you something, kid. This was the Super Bowl. Any given Sunday, baby.
Yeah, it was a different one. Different type of Super Bowl for sure. I feel bad. Hats off to, first of all, before we even get started, hats off to Who Dey Nation and the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, nobody expected them to make it this far. Nobody expected them knock off the Titans, knock off the Chiefs, and make it this far anyway. So they'll be back for sure. I don't think we got to wait 30 years plus to see them. I mean, I feel bad for them, man. The last time they were there, it was 1989, and that was the infamous Joe Montana to John Taylor touchdown at the last drive of the game. Same thing happened here. Last drive of the game, and here we go again. Hits Cooper Kupp and a limited, very limited Rams offense.
Hold on. Let me tell you something, kid. Now, I know there's everybody, Super Bowl, NFL players is supposed to be an elite group of individuals, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be, and you got the elite group, then you got the special cats, then you got the superstars.
Right.
Now, they looked all throughout OBJ went out.
Yeah.
They looked throughout all the rest of the team.
It was grim.
Said, you know what? We don't got nobody else.
They had the third round tight end.
Kupp.
They were coming up with names I never even heard of. I thought they were on the practice squad. I was like, what?
Kupp is out of control.
Right. And they couldn't hold him. They tried to hold him. They tried to tackle him. They just said anything. He's not stopping us, but the refs kept catching him.
I watch a lot of football.
Yeah.
That boy Kupp
Yeah,
was like, I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah, he's like Steve Largent and Julian Edelman all wrapped up in one. He's got everything. He's like, I must catch this ball. I will catch this ball. I don't care who's double teaming me or not. The game's on the line. This is it. He went into like Michael Jordan mode. It was just it. Give me the ball.
That's calling the plays was like, I'm only calling plays for him.
And that was it. And that whole last drive, well, except for a couple other plays, they went straight to Cooper Kupp. And they were like, look, either you're going to foul him, you're going to hold him, or you're just going to let him catch the ball. So they try to catch the ball, and Stafford just was not Matthew Stafford. I thought he would be laser focused. He wasn't. He was looking shook.
He messed up a lot.
And granted, Odell went down early in the game and stuff, and that shook up the
lucky Odell went down. If Odell didn't go down.
But even before Odell went down, Stafford wasn't looking like Matthew Stafford.
He wasn't looking like Stomp. He
was
in.
He didn't look so. He was locked in that Buccaneers game. He was locked in for sure. He wasn't locked into that.
He wasn't sipping. No passes.
No. And it was just laissez-faire, just throwing the ball, whatever. And it's just like I said, it came down. The Bengals did have the ball early in the fourth quarter, and they had just had to do this 4th and 1 conversion, and they couldn't make it. And they were like, oh, well, okay. I said exactly what I said. See, the young cats, they're going to say, oh, well, no big deal. They never saw the ball again for the rest of the game. And that was it. The Rams just took over. And they just drove the ball, what was that, a 75, 78 yard?
75 yard, yeah.
Let me tell you, was just ridiculous.
The Rams defense, that boy.
Yeah, Aaron Donald stepped up, man. He was like, you are not taking this from me. I don't care how much seconds left in the clock.
No, man.
45 seconds left on the clock. You're not taking this from me. And luckily he did, because Jalen Ramsey was getting burnt left, right. He didn't have any game. Only time he was on the other side of the highlights, at least 3 times. He got burned on Higgins' thing coming out of the second half. They got the 75. First play was a 75-yarder to his way. He tripped. Granted, it was a face mask, and they missed it. They totally missed that face mask.
Clear face mask.
But even still, he was burnt anyway, regardless, to be honest with you, because it was gone and Higgins was off to the races anyway. So even it didn't help, but it didn't hurt. But he didn't come to play. He didn't show his A game today. I can't say that. So even now, so luckily the Rams defense had some timely sacks.
The Rams defense,
and just like I said, the point of the third quarter, right, the halftime of the third quarter is where we're gonna find out who wants to win this game or not. And then you slowly but surely they were getting to Burrow. And they kept getting the Burrow and getting the Burrow and getting the Burrow.
You see how many times they got to him? They was on him.
Oh yeah, they were on him like ridiculously. Neither team can run the ball. I was like, why are we even trying? Why are we even trying to run the ball? Everybody's just overdoing it. So don't even try to run the ball no more. Just throw it. Just throw it. Just do your quick slants, to get quick passes, and do it. Cooper Kupp came up with that big third down conversion when on the end around, which was key to the whole game right there. So once they got that going, you knew they were going for fourth down. They couldn't kick a field goal because they missed the earlier extra point, and that put them down 4. So they couldn't do a field goal. So they had to go for it on fourth down regardless. So the Rams were just locked in, and that's when the experience set in. I told you that experience is the best teacher when it comes to these things, man. The Bengals were like, okay, well, don't worry about it. We didn't get that third down conversion. I said to Higgins, and Higgins never drops the ball.
No,
Collinsworth said it himself. This is his first drop all season long. That is the worst time to drop the ball, a third down. You got to lead, and all you got to do is run the clock out and just keep running because their running game was starting coming up with Mixon.
Bengals was gassed on themselves. They did that fourth down conversion, and
they thought,
no way.
Yeah, and that was it. And that was it. That was it. And it was a great game. It had some lows, and obviously the Rams got, it was a war of attrition after a while. People kept dropping like flies. And with OBJ, and then Floyd came out, and then another guy, I was like, gosh. And then at one time, Burrows and Stafford came out limping off the field and stuff. I said, oh, no. Don't tell me we're going to have a battle of backup quarterbacks to win the Super Bowl.
They almost twisted Burrows up.
Yeah, they were trying to. But it was a great game all around. And
hats off to the thing. That kid Jefferson caught a key catch.
Yeah, Jefferson was having a great game. Darrell Henderson, that backup, he was on the injured reserve, and he just got signed in. He had a big impact on the game. Yeah. Stafford, again, he had Jefferson wide open at one time, and I don't know how he overthrew him. I was like, what is he looking at?
But when they showed the replay, the safety was right there. So he would have had to lob it over the safety. And he's not nice like that.
No, he's not. But he had a wide window before he even got close to the safety. Right. Because there was a cross pattern on Jefferson, and he was just running along the back line of the end zone. Right. And I'm like, well, why can't you just throw? What are you waiting for? And then he finally throws it. You got to throw it over the safety's head, like you said. But he had all this window before he even got close to the safety.
Right.
And I was trying to not understanding why he didn't, but I'm an armchair quarterback, I guess. But it looked like he was wide open to me, so I know. But I'm glad they did. I said I really hope they don't lose because that guy was wide open. So luckily, came back and made that. Cooper Kupp came back. Super Cooper definitely. They said this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna run, and we've seen this run all year long. Same play, just a quick out and over the shoulder, Cooper Kupp. And boom, bang, bang, boom, Eli Apple on the other side of a highlight reel again. So he got burnt left and right, and that was the last one. So
I got to say this, right? I wasn't really crazy about the halftime show.
I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't overwhelmed.
I wasn't
disappointed, but I was happy. I was happy we reached a point we could put ourselves on there.
Right. But
I knew we could do better than that. Maybe they had to water it down. Maybe they had to, cut out some stuff. Obviously, you can't say F the police and all that other stuff.
But the selection
I understand. 50 Cent, where'd he come from? I didn't even know he was in the show. And then Mary J. Blige looked like she made one trip too many to donut shop, to be honest.
She had the wrong outfit on, first of all.
Again. I see her in New Orleans.
Outfit on, man.
Yes, it was same in New Orleans in the Essence Music Festival. She was on this big plastered Superdome film, screen, and there she is with a big stuff. I'm like, oh, that doesn't.
She looked too big on that joint, and
she's too old to be wearing that stuff, man. That's not even Jennifer Lopez type thing. She's too old for that outfit.
She didn't do her song, man.
No, she did no more drama. Which one you wanted to hear?
That song.
Every woman wants to hear that song. You know that.
She supposed to did that. She supposed to did that song where she could do her dance. They wanted to see Mary do her dance.
In the dancery, yeah. I was hoping for it. I'm a big Mary J. Blige fan. I was expecting that. The guy who did come through was Eminem, and I was really impressed by it. I was surprised, but he came through with his
Kendrick Lamar didn't do nothing for me.
Huh? No. Kendrick Lamar didn't do anything for me either. Better than last year's halftime show, I tell you that much. But it was, and it's tough to have so many in a confined time, right? You only got 20 minutes really of live entertainment time because you got set up, and then you got to take down, and then you got to get off the field kind of thing. So you got 5 stars in 20 minutes. They did okay. But I was expecting more. I'm happy to see it. Happy you reached a point that, we could get the NFL can honestly look at this genre and put them on a halftime show.
Jay-Z runs the halftime now.
Yeah, and it's really Jay-Z's making, so you never know. And obviously, he's not going to do it again next year, so we have to wait for the rotation to come back around, and we'll see what happens next time. But I was happy, but I think they probably played the safe card and cautious card first. Just get it over and sell and see how it goes from there. We'll just.
I wasn't overjoyed with it.
No. I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't overwhelmed by it either.
Right.
The same goes with the commercials too. They're spending all this money on the commercials, and I was like, okay. I mean, there was a couple of them that made you think and wonder and stuff, but there was no entertaining commercial. You were expecting like the whole thing. But I think a lot of them were health conscious, which is cool, and kind of capture the market and stuff. And then the Bitcoin was a bit much. I did like the NFL one with all the little kids.
That came out the screen,
little dolls and strings.
Tore the house up.
They tore up the house. That one was cool.
I like that.
That one was cool. But other than that, it was okay to me. I gotta rewatch them. It wasn't just let me stop what I'm doing type of thing, to be honest with you. But it was good. It was okay overall. NBC could have done a little better on this side.
Could have done a lot better.
They were pushing this Olympics thing since they're doing both the Super Bowl and the Olympics at the same time. So I'm not sure where they really invested all their money in and stuff. And a lot of people look like it's Michelle Tafoya's last game, and might even be Al Michaels' last game on NBC too. He's going to head out to Amazon and do the Thursday night. So I mean, I was really like to focus on that, at least hear about from Al Michaels. It's Al Michaels, and he's been with Chris Collinsworth for 13 years or so.
13 years, right. Exactly.
I expect to hear something from him, but it was just they rushed over into the Olympics thing, so it was a little choppy. Yeah.
We'll tomorrow Sports Center tell you what you didn't catch, what you missed, or whatever like that. We'll see what's going on. But y'all can catch the McKenzie report, because McKenzie report gonna give you a little update on the stuff that y'all missed. Extra information that y'all may want to catch up on. Make sure y'all jump into the McKenzie report, because y'all gonna hear some things that y'all didn't hear on the situation.
Yeah, man. And I want to be big shout out to Ed Stewart and yourself, man. This is a first time initiative, and it was really cool, man. You pushed my envelope, and it was really cool to, put the McKenzie report on full blast and got this podcast.
Next season, look for us. We're going to be on Spotify.
Yeah.
Next season. So make sure y'all look for us. Next season, we're on Spotify, and it's off to the races from there.
Right. We'll jump back on it probably somewhere in the exhibition, middle of August, right before the season to get to start and have a kickoff show. And off and running and stuff, but it's been a great time, man.
See us on more platforms Next season, we'll be on multiple platforms. This was just a test run for us. We did pretty good. We see that we match up. You know what I mean? The hype and the knowledge. That's all. That's all we need to keep it popping.
Right, you know We ain't John Madden and Pat Summerall just yet, but we getting there though. We did all right this year, man. It was really great working with you for sure.
Right, we gonna tighten them up. So y'all look for us, man. And again, man, it was a tremendous Super Bowl, good halftime show, man. This season was a beautiful season. It was full of ups and downs.
Right.
And we at the end of it, man. And we appreciate y'all for watching us. We appreciate y'all for allowing us to rock out, do what we doing.
Yeah.
Again, still check out the McKenzie Report. And I'm still gonna run into some reports, some updates, some trades. A little bit of all that.
We don't take the season off. Well, we'll be back around draft time and definitely be there for the draft and everything.
Will definitely be there for the draft.
Yeah, so definitely just put us back on around the draft time and see where we are and where we stand because the season never ends. I thought it would be and ends here. We'll start again, but there's so much activity during the off season. So anytime, something major is happening, obviously we got what's going on with Brian Flores right now. We have to see what's going on with that and the black head coaching positions.
Exactly.
So that's one thing we'll definitely focus on. So we never turn off, never in off season, as they say.
There'll be a lot of updates on the McKenzie Report about the plight of the black quarterback.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks again for everything, man.
Man.
Definitely will. It's been a pleasure.
You, big fella.
Nah, man, I owe it all to you and Ed Stewart for real. Shout out to him. Shout out to happy birthday to Miss Vina Jefferson. She's the one that gave me the idea of calling it the McKenzie Report. Make sure you own it, and I appreciate that. It's been running with that since. So
how about that?
Big out everything, getting blessings all around, and thanks again, man. You've been a great help on this podcast.
Yeah, we gonna rock out. We see y'all again soon at draft time. We'll be back in the mix again. We out of here.
All right, now.
Y'all have a
Thanks for your support, everybody. 2022 is in the books.
Let's go.
On to the next season. Here we go. Rebuilding.
Here we go. Draft. It's all over. We're going to make it work, man. We see y'all, man.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Thanks again, everyone.
Report, the Merciful, Big J. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. Easy.